Hi folks, Andrew Marr here with Digital Storyteller. Welcome to the first Digital Storyteller Happy Hour podcast. Now, this podcast is essentially set up because Amanda thinks that I don't have enough to do in our company right now. So we came up with the idea of doing a podcast, and what a better way to do a podcast is with wine and do it as a happy hour. So at Digital Storyteller, we're a full outsourced marketing company, but what we love the most about what we do is telling stories. And what we love the most about creating a podcast or a happy hour is asking people questions so that we get great stories. Amanda and I are very fortunate to have many great friends that have a lot of great stories. So the goal of this is to have people sitting next to me, either here or here, wherever, and ask them questions so that they can inspire us and tell them about their world, tell them about their family, tell them about their lives, tell them about their goals and their aspirations, the good times and the bad. So that's the goal of the podcast. Of course, because of coronavirus, we can't have people sitting next to us. So the first guest that will be sharing stories will be Amanda. And she doesn't know the questions I'm going to ask her. There's going to be 5 questions. No one will know. I will do my research and we'll ask questions and we'll see what happens. And the goal of this podcast is just to have fun, to have a laugh. And we're going to start every podcast with drinking Chardonnay. We're big fans of Chardonnay at Digital Storyteller. We love some Chard. We have some favorites. We don't know them all. We don't even pretend to know a lot about Chardonnay, but we like to drink it. So at the start of every podcast, we will drink some Chardonnay. So today, in the very first pre-podcast podcast, we'll be drinking some Chateau Saint Michelle. Now that is from, it says Indian Wells in the bottle. Don't get confused with the desert. It's actually from Washington State. So I'm going to rip off a little bit of Dave Portnoy right now in Barstool Sports, who we love here at Digital Storyteller. And you may have seen him. He does pizza reviews, which they're terrific. I may watch 6 or 7 in bed at night. A lot of fun. So we're going to rate it and rate our Chardonnays on a scale of 1 to 10. And we're going to see which ones we like. Now, we're very open to all the 4 people that watch this podcast to give us suggestions of the Chardonnay that we should drink or not drink. We'll drink them all until we drink them all. So the first one is the Chateau Saint Michelle from Washington. And we'll give it a nice little pour. You can tell this is the first take because the bottle is full. It's no longer full, so we'll take a little sip. We'll see what happens with this guy. You know, we love the buttery Chards at Digital Storytellers. Not quite as buttery as I would want, but it's okay. It's probably 7.4 on a scale of 1 to 10. But let's see. Yeah, there. Hang on. 7.4. We'll try some more Chards in the next first official episode with Amanda Rogers. Thanks for tuning in to all those 4 people that are going to watch this. And we'll see you next time on Digital Storyteller's Happy Hour podcast.